Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you a really cool set of tools built into Windows 10. So these tools are actually not visible in Windows taskbar or menu. So because of that, most of the users are completely unaware these tools exist. And even they download third-party tools from various websites in order to get these work done. But these tools are actually readily available and built into Windows 10. So first we need to understand what is the exact Windows version. So in order to do that, you can go to run command just by clicking or typing Windows key and R, and then you can type winver or Windows version, and this gives you the exact version number. In this case, this is 2018 March build, right? So you would see here 1803 denotes 2018 March, and same thing can be seen if you right click on Windows icon, and if you go to system, and it should show us under about the version, Windows version 1803. I think you noticed this, right? So once you have this information, it's better to go and have a look in Windows release information available in Microsoft website. So this gives you a range of versions available under Windows 10 and their availability dates and so on. So this is really important because some of the features are available with build or major releases. So today I'm gonna take you through these features. I hope it will be useful for you. So let's begin. Okay, the first feature that I'm going to show you is known as GodMode. The meaning is this has everything, all the features, right? So under this you can find out almost all the features in Microsoft Windows. So how to do that is by creating a folder, and then you need to rename this folder with this specific unique ID. So you don't worry about this. You will find out this information underneath under description under this video. So you don't worry about it. Once you rename, you would see the icon is going to be changed. If I click on, you will find a range of the features, right? So like you would see administrative tools, autoplay configurations, and backup and restore, color management, credential manager, date and time, so on and so forth. So this is known as GodMode. You would see here the GodMode, and then there's another way that you can find the same thing using a shell command. So for that, I'm going to use our run command. I'm going to type shell : and within curly brackets I'm going to use the same the name that I use within this folder renaming. So when I click on this, it will take us to something called all task. Again, same thing, known as GodMode. I think this is a cool thing there, where you can do all the configuration in a single folder or single location, which will give you sort of a easy to configure everything. So single place, you don't have to look at control panel, administrative tools, and so on and so forth. It's going to be really a nice place. I hope this is cool. Next feature I'm going to discuss is known as Kaimoji emojis. Right, Kaimoji symbols or emojis. So these are actually emojis inbuilt to our Windows system. So the cool thing is, even a notepad. So we know a notepad is used to type certain information. We can use this as an editor, right? Editor, and the issue is this doesn't have any rich formatting. Even if you go here, you can change the fonts, but you can't do any coloring, you can't do much, right? But the cool thing is, if you go to Kaimoji Symbols, you can embed certain cool emojis within even text file, right? So how to do that is you need to press Windows key and dot, right? Once you do that, you will get something like this, which is known as Kaimoji Symbols, where you can add these emojis within your text file, right? So I have this really nice and cool feature. So you can close down and you can save this text file now. So it's known as Kaimoji Symbols. So this is the second feature that I'm gonna show you. Alright guys, the next feature I'm gonna show you is known as Windows Game Bar and Mixed Reality feature. So mainly this is a feature which are required for gaming, but even for other things it's really useful. So if you wanna find this, you can search for game controller, which I did here, and then you can click on that in Windows 10 PC. You can find out game bar. So first you need to enable it, and then you would see there are a number of shortcut keys available for your work. So when you start using this, you can use these key combinations. As of now, I'm gonna start pressing Control the Windows key and G, which will give us which will take us to gaming control. So this is my gaming bar, amazing, right? So in order if you need, you can connect this to Xbox, and also you can do Xbox broadcasting, gaming broadcasting, so gamers would know how to use it. And for us, for general users, you can use a screen capturing. You can do screen capturing. Also you would notice the shortcut key, Windows Alt and print screen, and also you can record this session or record this screen using game bar, right? So if you need to, you can unmute video, or you can keep it as it is. So this is known as a game bar, right? So the next one is, it's really useful, and also you can configure the location that to keep your captures once you capture any screens or images. And the other one is Windows Mixed Reality. So if you type mixed reality, so this is available for you to enable your Windows system to create you can combine this with artificial intelligence and AR related gaming, right? So first of all, it will test your system whether to understand this is compatible with mixed reality, right? AR features, artificial intelligence features, and extended gaming, right? So unfortunately my graphic card doesn't support mixed reality, but for gamers you can try out your system. Probably it would help gaming, right? So I'm just gonna show you this feature. So you don't have to download and install additional applications for that. It's inbuilt. Alright, the next tool I'm going to show you is Steps Recorder. So this is really useful when it comes to show your colleagues, your friends about something to configure, something to show them, and then when we send them an email or explain over the phone, it's not going to be easy. For that we have a tool inbuilt called Steps Recorder, where you can record all the steps with screenshots. There's a tool there. It's inbuilt to Windows 10. First thing you gotta do is configure settings to show where you wanna store your steps. Let's say I'm gonna say demo. So demo.zip would be my steps. So then I can start record. Let's say for a minute I'm gonna open up File Explorer here, and then open up. I'm going to view, and then I'm going to options, folder options, and I'm going to view, and I'm going to let's say configure show hidden files. Yeah, that's what I want to do. And once you do that, you can stop record, right? And then under the folder that you've created, you would find demo, right? It's in HTML document. If you open up, it will have all the steps that we went through. In my case, I have two windows. Don't worry about it, because I'm recording this session using another window. So you would see each and every step that you have you went through are recorded. It's really easy way for a user. Now you'd see the first screen that we went through, and this is the second one, and really easy to understand, nice way it's been recorded. So this is and other tool that I want to show you. All the steps were recorded under recorder, step recorder. Alright, so these one of the tools I want to show you. Alright, the next tool I want to show you is slide to shutdown. Slide to shutdown option. So when it comes to shutting down your PC, you have plenty of ways to do that. The first one would be you are going to press Windows key, press this little tiny icon here, then you can shut down here. And also you can press Control Alt Delete, and then you can select your shutdown option there. And another way of doing that is going to command line here, and you have shutdown command here. So you can find out more information related to that with /? You have multiple options there to shut down your PC. What I usually do is, in order to, for an example, to restart the machine, I'm gonna say -R to say restart, and then I'm gonna time it to 0. So when I press enter, it will automatically restart the machine. So you can do that as well. And the one that I'm going to show you is known as slide to shutdown, where I'm going to create a shortcut. There I'm going to go to Windows directory here, and then system 32, and then I'm going to say slide to shutdown.exe. So that I've created an exe here. So this is the one. When I double click on that, so you would see slide to shutdown option there. So if I drag this button down, my system is going to be shut down. So it's a really nice and cool feature where you can just straight away shut down your computer. I hope this is really cool. Alright guys, the next one I want to show you is, now when we are using our system, especially if you open up Task Manager, sometimes number of systems and services are running in your system, and if you notice here, I have 48% utilize my memory. So when it comes to memory related issues, it's a good idea to troubleshoot based on your memory or memory related issues. So some people used to download third-party tools to troubleshoot that, but Windows has something called Windows Memory Diagnostic application inbuilt to Windows 10. So just type MEM on your Windows by pressing Windows key, and you will find out this. So this is known as Windows Memory Diagnostic tool, where you can configure or select the option accordingly, so it will restart and check any memory problem that you might have in your memory. So it's again really nice and cool tool, which is not available on your Windows Start menu. Right, so this is the one I want to show you. Right guys, the next one I want to show you is virtual desktop and SlideToShare. So virtual desktop option is available in Windows 10 desktop. Probably you might have seen this. This is really something like Linux systems. Most of the Linux systems we have virtual desktops, but Windows has introduced this with Windows 10 as well. It was there some time, but here you have multiple virtual desktops available. So this is little tiny icon here. You can go and have a look here. So this is my desktops. You would see here, this is the first one, second one, third one. So I have multiple virtual desktops. If I click on here, you would see all the open files were disappeared here. And then again, I can go to my usual desktop, where I would see my files that I've created within this desktop. So it's a good idea to organize your stuff within using virtual desktops. You can have multiple desktops. Whenever you open up files, in this case you would see the files that I have opened here, and then if you want to create another desktop, you can create that, open up that. So then you would see the same computer, same programs, but the files that I have opened are different. That is known as virtual desktop. And the next cool feature with this I want to show you is slide to share option. For that, I'm going to open a file explorer. You can open up anything and just drag it here. In this way you would find this is the focused window, and also you have number of other programs that you are open here, are listed like this. And the cool thing is, here if you right click, you have multiple options there. For example, cascade windows. So if you have multiple files open, let me drag few stuff here. I have multiple windows open up, right? So these are some of the windows. Then I can cascade windows is this. You can just organize this, and then window stack here, and also windows side by side. So you can organize multiple windows by single click, and this is my desktop here. And also you can show by clicking open windows, it will open up all the windows that I have. So it's again really nice feature or cool feature that you can take advantage of. Alright guys, the next two uh, the features that I'm going to show you is a resource monitor and performance monitor. Sometimes we want to see the resources level or utilization of our computer. If you open up Task Manager, you can do this by just right click here and by selecting Task Manager, and at the same time you can just call Task Manager by pressing Control Shift Escape. So once you do that, you would see most our set of resources that are used. You would see processor, memory, disk, and bandwidth are major resources. Now when it comes to monitoring this is going to be a good tool. Task Manager, everybody knows about it, but there are some other tools available within Windows. If you type PER, performance monitor, here you go. So this is the performance monitor, where it gives us an understanding about the performance of your computer. In other ways, let's say some people I have seen, they say that I have issue with my computer, I need to replace my RAM. Sometimes they say that we need to replace my hard drive, but those are actually not very logical ideas. But you can really check your performance using performance monitor. Even if you want to, you can create resource reports based on user and system defined resources here. I'm gonna do another video to explain how you can use all the features in performance monitor, but as of now you would see the reset of resources here in performance monitor, and also you can keep on adding some counters. For example, these are the counters that are available in resource monitor, and if you really want to check your processor, for example, you can select and you can add this as a counter, and in the processor counter utilization can be shown here. And also you can use other specific resources to understand the the status of your hard drive, your RAM, right? So then you can have sort of a understanding exactly what causes issues in your computer. This performance monitor. There's another tool known as resource monitor. Resource monitor, something similar to the performance monitor, but here it looks, it focuses on resources. The four major resources that we have: CPU, disks, bandwidth, and memory, right? So this is an overview, and if you go to CPU, you can see specifically processor based utilization and service based utilization. So you would see what are the processes that mostly utilized in your computer, right? So you can have this understanding. I think these are again very cool features comes with Windows 10. All right, the next one I'm going to show you is known as dictator. Dictate. So if you go to search bar and if you type dictation, so you would get a dictator bar, and you would notice here with Windows logo key and H would take us to dictator bar. So this is a nice and cool feature where you would want you don't like to type, it can type for you, for example, right? I'm going to show you. I'm going to do is typing Windows key and H, press enter, then you will see dictator, right? So you'll see that now it types for me, right? And also I can say that please delete, right? So select all, So likewise, and stop dictating, right? So you would see it types for me. It's really nice and cool feature which is available in Windows 10, and this is again available in all Office applications, right? So it's another cool feature that I want to show you in this video. Alright guys, the last feature that I'm going to show you today is a calculator. Sometimes you might be laughing why we want to see calculator. So I'm going to show you some of the hidden features in calculator. So I'm just going to type calc, so which brings us to standard calculator. And then what you can do is so this is standard calculation, all M plus, M minus options available, and also you would see if there are any something in memory. And then if you click on here, you can go to the scientific calculation. Probably this is not a very new feature for you. You would see degrees and other exponential and other calculations here. And if you go to programmer calculation, even you would see binary calculations. Then again you can use bitwise operators and or not operators in your system. You would see the calculation here, hexa calculation and octa and the binary. And then if you go a little bit down, you can do a date calculation. For example, today, starting from 2015 June 30th, for an example, and during these two date range, there are 4 years, 9 months, 3 weeks, and 2 days, and altogether 1758 dates. And then also you can subtract or add or subtract dates from a specific date. It's again a very cool feature built into this calculator. And if you go here, it has a currency converter also, right? So now if you want to calculate US dollars to Australian dollar, or let me select something else, let's say Hong Kong dollar, right? Hong Kong dollar. So you can so 100 US dollars will be Hong Kong dollars 774, and also it's updated to 22nd, which is today. And also if you want to update, you can update the current current rates you can get, right? So, and then again volume, then you'll see teaspoons, tablespoons, and let's say cubic meters, 100 cubic meters, and it will be square yards, and then square feet, gallons, and gallons US, gallons UK. All these measurements you can find out. And then again the length, inches to centimeters, let's say 75 kilo inch will become 119 centimeters, and also other equations, nanometers, micrometers and millimeters and feet, and so on and so forth. And you'll see a number of other options available: angle, pressure, data, all right, gigabytes to other calculations, bits to petabytes, exabytes, zebibytes, and so on and so forth. I think this is again really nice and cool feature which we usually use standard calculator, but in Windows 10 we have really nice and cool calculator. Sometimes you might be using additional third-party tools. There is a issue with using, when you use third-party or unknown tools, you just download it from the internet. There can be heaps of other malicious issues which can even damage your computer. So with this, I'm gonna finish my video, wind up my session. So I hope this is informative, and hope to see you again with really informative video, something like this. And I'm gonna create videos to describe some of the tools that I've shown you today, and hope you enjoy, and thanks for viewing.